Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out minutes. This is going to be a really long week, isn't it? Bloody 6 games came out today, and I've got pretty much all of them and I want to do videos on all of them. And this is just going to be so much fun. But let's just get started with minutes. Tomorrow we'll be doing Die Mr. Robot. The day after will be Tiny Troopers, I hope. The day after that, I'm hoping I'll have Freedom Wars done enough in time to get a good video set up for that. But we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, Minutes. Minutes is a game that's currently not out in Europe or America. In Europe, it comes out next week. In America, there is no specific date as of yet. But, you know, check the weekly update. I'll keep you updated if I find out anything. So let's go have a look at the options menu. We've got controls here. Nice 6 presets here. Not very often you see that many control schemes in a game. It would have been nicer to let you rebind all of the controls yourself, but frankly, I don't see any one control set that would really annoy people here. It all looks fine to me. I mean, I can't see any particular person having a problem with any of those 6 control sets. Let's see, we also got audio. Pretty basic. So anyway, minutes. I'm gonna play the tutorial level. Well, one of the tutorial levels, and I will try and explain the mechanics of the game. So, I just unlocked the 4th power-up. So, the idea is you are this circle, and you have to get score. How do you get score? By touching anything that isn't black. Yes, this game is entirely racist. So, when you touch orange objects with your Circle of Doom, they will be destroyed and converted into points. Depending on how big you are at any particular time, you gain a specific amount of points. So, I'm at the maximum size I can be right now, so I get 2 times points for this, 1 times points for this, and half points for this. So it presents an interesting sort of risk-reward mentality, where you go through the game constantly sizing up and down, trying to size up to get the big scores, and trying to size down in order to get the small, in order to not actually hit any of these black things. Because if you hit too much of this black stuff here, you will, basically, you'll just die, right? You'll just, my earphone fell out. You'll die and the level will be over. Thankfully, the levels are like a minute long, so you don't even have to worry about them taking too long. And the nice thing is, the game tends to introduce different ways to exploit this size shifting mechanic. So if we skip forward to a later stage, we have objects here. These cubes will ever so slowly turn in and out between black and the color you need to collect. I'm not Asian. Collect, and you have to collect them while they're not the wrong color. Which, as you can guess, is quite difficult to do. Thankfully the game takes a fair amount of pity on you, all things considered. You can go straight onto the next level when you have at least 1 star on every level, and getting 1 star on every level is surprisingly easy. Like, I've already gotten 1 here, so it's very easy to do. Even if you're not that skilled, you can still get 1 star at least and move on to the next level. But you can still do really well and get like a 2-star or a 3-star score. I don't think you can get a 3-star score right off the bat, but you can definitely get 2-star scores if you're good enough right off the bat. Let's try Scattered. The game also has a power-up system. As you can see in the middle of the screen there, fading out nice against the background, so you can still see it very well while it doesn't actually get in the way of the game. I like that a lot. So, the idea is that you get 1 power-up per stage. That's it. So I can choose to do something like slow down time, or I can use a bomb to get rid of a bunch of black around me, or I can just use a power-up that gets rid of most of the damage I've taken. What the hell? I'm doing terribly. Or I'm going to actually use that power-up, which actually takes away some of the damage I've taken. I don't actually remember what the fourth one is. I got it in a previous take, and now I've gone completely failed to remember what it actually was because I was so distracted because that take was terrible. So yeah, you get one power-up, and it's your choice to either use it or leave it. I did terribly on that stage. Let's move on to the next one. This should actually take me onto a new theme. So we're just constantly shifting themes here. This game's actually very pretty. It runs very well. I haven't noticed any noticeable lag or frame rate drops for the hour that I've been playing it for. And the game is very difficult, but it never feels like it's the game's fault when you go running into something. If you stick near like the edges of the screen or do anything really silly like that, trying to go for high scores, running into black stuff and failing is entirely your fault. The levels always come in exactly the same way. There's never any real difference between them. Nothing's left to chance, so memorizing the level is probably the only way to get 3 stars, but you can still come in and enjoy yourself and have only 1 or 2 stars, if you so desire. What is this? What does the triangle power up do? Oh, it's a shield. Okay, that makes sense. So you're just constantly going for new stars, and I'm going to go to the main menu. I'm going to scroll ahead a little bit. I'm up to stage 25 right now, so we'll play Lockdown just for fun of it. Every stage has 3 little mini objectives, as you can see there. Minuteman, 100% collected and no damage. So 100% collected and no damage are pretty obvious, right? If you've been watching the game for at least a few seconds. Minuteman, however, can be really goddamn sneaky. You probably didn't even see that. Go rewind the video and look in the top left corner of the screen. They hide a tiny little man, like, in the corners of the goddamn stage. And you have to tap him with your finger. It's insane. And they expect you to do all 3 of those. All 3 of those objectives. Find the little man and tap him. Take no damage. And get 100% of the things on the level. Now, surely you must realize how hard this is. But thankfully, again, the game can be played with just 1 or 2 stars, and you can enjoy yourself. And I'm sure these levels have scoreboards. I keep getting thrown off PSN because, good lord, it's really having issues today. Let's go and see if we can actually have a look at those leaderboards. I don't think we can, actually. Won't let me enable PSN features. That's a bit disappointing. We also have the Daily Challenge. The Daily Challenge, if you've played Ollie Ollie before, you know exactly what this is, or Spelunky or whatever. It's about getting the highest score. You can practice on the level as many times as you like, and holy hell, this is more difficult than it looks. Thankfully, there's no stars or anything like that on these levels. So you can just focus for the 60 seconds that you have to. The music and the themes are just great. That was a toughie. Wow. But yeah, that refreshes every day, and I like the idea of the power-ups where you get 4 of them, but you can only use 1 of them in a run on a stage, because it adds a lot of strategy. Do I use a shield to try and skim through this one area to get as much of the score as possible? Or do I slow down time to try and weave around everything? Or It's a nice system, and along with the idea that it's just, it feels like an action game combined with a puzzle game, with all the weaving and the ducking and the changing size. It combines the idea of puzzle and action game in action game in the loosest, like, possible sense. It combines the two of these very well, I find. And it's very engaging, trying to avoid everything, and twisting and turning, and ducking and dodging, and picking the exact right moment to use a power-up. The game, again, I've only been playing for an hour, but it is always throwing new stuff at you in new levels. There's always new stuff coming along to trip you up and make you revise your strategies with how you're going to duck, dodge, weave, and dodge, and whatever it was they said in Dodgeball. You're always getting better, learning new stuff. And it's a lot of fun. It really is. It's enjoyable as a puzzle game and as an action game. If this game's available for like under $10, I would recommend that most people pick it up. Again, this is a game where repetition will get you the most out of it, so, and of course there's a daily challenge, so you know, if you want the game to continue giving you more levels and stuff, then by all means. I'm pretty sure I just missed the Minuteman. I saw him out of the corner of my eye. There's 60 levels in the game, as I was told. Well, not told in the press release, it was in the store description. And of course, with the daily challenge, there's always going to be a new level for you to check out whenever you want to boot the game up, which is quite nice. That's always nice. There's always going to be a new level for you. There's no freaking way I would call that anything other than nice. Again, it's very, very enjoyable. I quite like it. I like it a lot. I think it's well worth your time to check out. I think I'll play level 26, just to end this all off. I haven't actually played this level yet, so this will be all new to me. Minutes. Engaging. Very puzzling. The combination of a singular power-up to use on every stage, and the ducking, dodging, weaving, shrinking, and enlarging that goes along with trying to earn a high score is a very... Yep, I just missed the Minuteman. You get an audible noise when you miss the Minuteman, but good lord, it doesn't help that much. It just makes you feel like more of a failure. Again, it's all very engaging. I'm enjoying my time with it a fair amount. Again, I've put about an hour into it so far, and I'm about halfway through just the first run of the level, so, you know, this game will definitely give you a few hours, like, no question about it. Especially if you like repeating things for high scores. Very, very enjoyable. Gotcha, Minuteman, you bastard. But again, I do enjoy this game a lot. I think it's a great combination of puzzler and action game. And holy crap! What are you doing to me, game? Come on! Wow, okay. This is certainly something else. Look at this crap. There, suck it. I imagine a good use of a power-up would be really nice there, and I'm pretty sure I just screwed myself out of something, but... Oh, fantastic. Crap. But yep, game always presents a nice and enjoyable challenge, and I don't mind doing as bad as I am. I could always go back and just get better scores, but nevertheless, I have more games to play. Unfortunately, this will have to sit around for a little while I continue covering everything else, but admittedly, I'm enjoying it very much. It is a very interesting take on the puzzle genre, and I would recommend it to anyone who's even remotely interested in puzzle games, and maybe some people that even aren't. If you liked the look of this video and this game comes out at $10 or less, regional equivalent, then please pick it up. It is a very entertaining game, and well, yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. So, that was a look at Minutes. Comes highly recommended. Good job, Red Phantom Games. This has been Blue Maxima, and I'll see you all next time.